In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 MLB games happening on April 13, 2022. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets. As we provide these videos on a daily basis, I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 2 betting picks a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Toronto Blue Jays versus New York Yankees. Both starting rotations roll over and we're set for a battle of the aces in Game 3 of this 4-game set. Jose Berrios goes for the Toronto Blue Jays while the New York Yankees counter with Gerrit Cole. Both teams are 1-1 so far in the series and 3-2 on the season. There are going to be a lot of marquee matchups in the American League East this season, and this will be a fun one that sees each team's ace towing the rubber. Gerrit Cole hasn't fared well against the Blue Jays in a reasonable sample size of 127 at-bats. Toronto has slashed .331, .378, and .553 over the span. George Springer is 4-6 against him with 2 doubles, while Teoscar Hernandez is 5-15 with a double and a home run. Cole wasn't too sharp in his debut against the Red Sox last week, allowing 3 runs over 4 innings of work. The Blue Jays offense is going to be awesome this year, and they're already putting up decent numbers without getting huge contributions from Guerrero Jr., by Chet and Chapman, so the Toronto Blue Jays money line is our full game side pick. Neither Gerrit Cole or Jose Berrios were great in their first starts of the season, but Berrios has posted great numbers against the Yankees, limiting them to a .163, .252, and .239 slash line and just 5 xBH over 89 at-bats. I think Berrios bounces back tonight and has a decent outing and maybe even a quality start. As for Cole, I think he's going to put out a better performance as well. Coming off of subpar opening day starts, I expect to see the aces locked in for this showdown. Active Yankees have not performed well against Berrios, and Gerrit Cole has proven himself as a big game pitcher in the past. After Cole comes out, the Yankees will turn to their bullpen, which is 3rd in baseball through the first 4 games with a 1.19 ERA. I know it's hard to think under when Toronto is playing, due to a potent offense that can hang up a crock number at any time, but this is a good spot to look in that direction. On the road, Toronto's offense was not as lethal in 2021, and the under is 16-5-1 in their last 22 games as a road underdog. New York has played to the under in 18 of their last 26 against the American League East. The first 2 games only saw 4 runs each, and it's still a little chilly in New York, so I think we could be in for a similar showing. I'm taking the under tonight with 2 aces on the mound. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Milwaukee Brewers versus Baltimore Orioles. Both the Milwaukee Brewers and Baltimore Orioles entered a new season slowly with 3 defeats in the opening 4 games. Whilst the Orioles expectedly lost the series against the Tampa Bay Rays on the road, the Brewers lost the series to the Chicago Cubs, and after losing to Baltimore in the first game of this series, the visitors have an imperative to conclude it with a victory. These interleague rivals meet in the first series since July 2017. When Milwaukee swept the Orioles in 3 games. Baltimore did open this series with a 2-0 win. In the final game of the series, the Brewers and Orioles will both turn the ball over to their ace, as Corbin Burnes and John Means will take the bump. Corbin Burnes hopes to bounce back for the Brewers after giving up 3 runs on 4 hits over 5 innings to the Cubs on opening day. So far this season, Milwaukee has been less than stellar, dropping 2 to the Cubs and another to the Orioles. It's no secret that the key to this team's success begins with their starting pitching, and that starts with Burnes. Burnes is due for a rebound game, and this Orioles lineup is perfect for him to get into a groove. John Means is coming off a decent first outing where he gave up 6 hits but only allowed 1 run over 4 innings. With teams still trying to ramp up their starting pitching, it's unknown how short of a leash the Orioles will have on Means in his second start. If this game does happen to come down to the bullpen, the Brewers will hold the clear advantage in this matchup. The Brewers' offense has finally come on as well. After being blanked in 2 of their first 4 games and going a combined 3-22 with runners in scoring position, they got some good production from the middle of their lineup, specifically from Willie Addings and Andrew McCutchen, who went a combined 4-8 with 3 RBI and 3 runs in Game 2. Corbin Burnes should be more settled down after getting a start out of the way and some innings under his belt, and the Brewers almost never lose with him in the favorite role. The Baltimore Orioles are not off to a great start across the board, and it doesn't matter a ton. That Means has actually been solid up to his point. The Orioles find ways to lose time and time again. Plus, Burnes is a dominant and consistent pitcher, so the Milwaukee Brewers money line is our full game side pick. Speaking of Burnes and his phenomenal numbers last season, it's important to say he recorded 234 strikeouts in 167 innings and had a 6.9 strikeout to walk ratio. I am pretty sure he will pitch deep into this one and contain Baltimore's batters, who scored just 6 runs in the first 4 games this season. On the other hand, John Means is a solid pitcher who can last 4 or 5 innings without allowing more than a couple of runs. Luckily for him, the Brewers batters are playing in a hot and cold form early in the season. Milwaukee scored 9 runs in 4 games and failed to get on the scoreboard in 2. The total is 5-5 over the last 10 head-to-head games between the Brewers and Orioles. Neither team is knocking the leather off the ball, and it's not going to be a high-scoring game. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Seattle Mariners versus Chicago White Sox. The Seattle Mariners play Game 2 of a 3-game series in the Windy City on Wednesday against the Chicago White Sox. Seattle is 2-2 after losing to the Minnesota Twins 4-0 on Monday to conclude a 4-game series that opened the 2022 regular season. Seattle won each of its 2 games against Minnesota, but was defeated in each of the last 2. In Monday's loss, Seattle was held to 2 hits. In Seattle's 2 losses, the Mariners were outscored by a combined 14-4 and shut out once. Ken Giles, Kyle Lewis, Casey Sadler, and Evan White are out. Chicago was off on Monday, and the White Sox are 2-1 after defeating the Detroit Tigers 10-1 on Sunday. After losing 5-4 on opening night against the Tigers, the White Sox won 2 straight, outscoring the Tigers 15-3. In Sunday's victory over Detroit, Tim Anderson returned from serving a 2-game suspension from an incident last season and hit a pair of doubles and 1 single. Andrew Vaughn hit a home run and collected 4 RBI. Chicago has 6 pitchers on its injured list, as well as position players Yermin Mercedes and Yoan Moncada. Each team's starting pitchers have been trending in opposite directions, and the Mariners will have the clear advantage entering this matchup. Seattle will have 2021 Cy Young winner Robbie Ray on the mound, who leads all players, active or retired, in strikeouts per 9 innings. Anyone who thought Ray would see some regression this season was quickly proven wrong after his first start of the year that saw him go 7 innings, giving up 3 hits and a run. At the time of writing this, Ray is the only starter this season to throw a full 7 innings, so he certainly didn't need time to ramp up. Opposite Ray will be Dallas Keuchel, who is coming off probably the worst season of his career. Keuchel posted career highs in ERA, HR, BB, and WHIP. Keuchel is long past his days with the Astros that saw him win a Cy Young, and now finds himself lucky to even be in the starting rotation. Although this White Sox lineup runs deep, Ray will give them their toughest challenge through their first 5 games. Ray posted an excellent game in his debut this year despite dishing out a few walks here and there. It was a nice way to start the season, and Ray is well on his way to hitting double-digit victories again. Seattle has been spotty when it comes to scoring runs so far though, so they'll need a solid offensive push. As for Chicago, they should be right in it as well with the veteran Keuchel on the mound. I like this matchup to be another competitive one. Seattle should have plenty of opportunities early in this game to get on the board, so the Seattle Mariners money line is our full game side pick. In Game 1 of this series, the White Sox won 3-2 with 1 Seattle run coming in the 9th. The White Sox weren't very impressive at the plate, getting 1 run off of Luis Robert HR, and were then bailed out in the bottom of the 8th after Diego Castillo walked the first 2 batters of the inning. Even after the walks, Chicago was only able to capitalize with 1 run after Eloy Jimenez beat out an inning-ending double play ball that scored Robert from third. Robbie Ray should be able to keep this offense under control, especially if he's able to go deep in this game as he did in his first outing. As mentioned previously, Seattle has scored only 10 runs in 4 games, which is an average of only 2.5 runs per game, and the Mariners are 28th in team batting average at .177. Chicago is holding opponents to a .185 batting average and has a team ER of 2.7. The White Sox have allowed just 7 runs through the first 3 games for an average of 2.33 runs per game. The total has finished under in 4 of Seattle's last 5 games played on the road. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.